What's up there? Aren't you great? Are you done? No more grape? All right. No more grape? You done with your fruit? Hello, Keturah, Maine here, coming live from the Headwaters Science Center. Bringing you Reading with Angel. I know we usually read with Orion, but I have a book about things that fly, and I thought Angel would be very interested in learning about other things that fly. We know that birds and insects fly, and there are other animals that fly. Where are you going? Come back up here. Come here. Come here. Come back up here. I haven't even started the book and you're ready to bail? All right, here you go. Here. I'm going to be reading about mammals that fly. Did you know that mammals can fly? I don't think she believes me. There are mammals that can fly. What do you think can fly? Flying squirrels? Oh no. Flying squirrels just fall really, really well. We are going to be reading about the absolutely one and only flying mammal, which would be bats. Bats. Would you like to read about a flying mammal? Can I read to you Stella Luna? Angel, this is just for you. In a warm and sultry forest, far, far away, there once lived a mother fruit bat and her new baby. Oh, how Mother Bat loved her soft, tiny baby. I'll name you Stella Luna, she crooned. Each night, Mother Bat would carry Stella Luna clutched to her breast as she flew out in search for food. One night, as Mother Bat followed the heavy scent of ripe fruit, an owl spied her. I know you don't really like owls very well either. I think she's very interested now. You heard about the owls and the bats, didn't you? Yep. See, there's the bats. I don't know, every once in a while maybe I should turn this towards you so you can see the pictures of Stella Luna and her mama. All right. On silent wings, the powerful bird, which is an owl, swooped down upon the bats. Dodging and shrieking, Mother Bat tried to escape, but the owl struck again and again, knocking Stella Luna into the air. Her baby wings were as limp useless as wet paper. Down, down she went, faster and faster into the forest below. Stella Luna. What happened to Stella Luna? I know you can't wait to find out. The dark, leafy tangle of branches caught Stella Luna as she fell. One twig was small enough for Stella Luna's tiny feet. Wrapping her wings about her, she clutched the thin branch, trembling with cold and fear. I know you're feeling for Stella Luna, aren't you? Yeah, it's okay. Mother, Stella Luna squeaked, where are you? By daybreak, the baby bat could hold on no longer. Down and down she dropped. Flump! Stella Luna landed headfirst in a soft, downy nest. Startling her, there were 3 baby birds that lived there already. Stella Luna quickly clambered from the nest and hung out of sight below it. She listened to the babble of the 3 birds. What was that? Cried Flap. I don't know, but it's hanging by its feet, chirped Flitter. Shush, here comes Mama, hissed Pip. Many, many times that day, Mama Bird flew away, always returning with food for her babies. Stella Luna was terribly hungry, but not for the creepy things that Mama brought. Finally, though, the little bat could bear it no longer. She climbed onto the nest, closed her eyes, and opened her mouth. Plop! In dropped a big green grasshopper. It's not a grasshopper, but it's broccoli. Would you like to try that? There you go. Stella Luna learned to be like the birds. She stayed awake all night and slept. She stayed awake all day and slept at night. She ate bugs even though they tasted awful. Did that broccoli taste awful too? Would you like to try a grape? Stella Luna would like a grape. Her bat ways were quickly disappearing, except for one thing. Stella Luna still liked to sleep hanging from her feet. Once when Mama was away, the curious baby birds decided to try it too. When the mama bird came home, she saw 8 tiny feet gripping the edge of the nest. Do you ever hang upside down? I don't believe I've ever seen you hang upside down like a bat. Eek, she cried. Get up here this instant. You're going to fall and break your necks. There they are, hanging upside down from their nest. The birds clambered back into the nest, but Mama Bird stopped Stella Luna. She looks a little mad. You are teaching my children to do bad things. I will not let you back into the nest unless you promise to obey all the rules of this house. Stella Luna promised. She ate bugs without making faces. She stayed in the nest at night. And she ate during the day. I think Angel is fascinated. Bats fly. That's Mama Bird, and that's the bat. Yeah. All the babies grew quickly. Soon the nest became crowded. Mama Bird told them it was time to learn to fly. One by one, Pip, Flitter, Flap, and Stella Luna jumped from the nest. Their wings worked. I'm just like them, Stella Luna said. I can fly too. They seem to be getting along so well, Angel. Bats and birds getting along very well. Pip, Flitter, and Flap landed gracefully on a branch. Stella Luna tried to do the same. She's trying very hard. How embarrassing. Do you think you would be able to hang upside down like a bat? I think that might be embarrassing as well. I will fly all day, Stella Luna told herself. Then no one will know how clumsy I am. It is very difficult for a bat to stand upright on a branch. But she's trying so hard. The next day, Pip, Flitter, Flap, and Stella Luna went flying far from home. They flew for hours, exercising their new wings. The sun is setting, warned Flitter. We had better go home, or we will get lost in the dark, said Flap. But Stella Luna had flown far ahead and was nowhere to be seen. The 3 anxious birds went home without her. Where did Stella Luna go? Do you think she'll come back? All alone, Stella Luna flew and flew until her wings ached and she dropped onto a tree. I promised not to hang by my feet, Stella Luna sighed. So she hung by her thumbs and soon fell asleep. She didn't hear the soft sounds of wings coming towards her. Are you going to try to hang upside down? No, not yet. This book might inspire her. Hey, a loud voice said, why are you hanging upside down? Stella Luna's eyes opened wide. She saw a most peculiar face. I'm not upside down, you are, Stella Luna said. Ah, but you're a bat. Bats hang by their feet. You are hanging by your thumbs, so that makes you upside down. The creature said, I'm a bat. I am hanging by my feet. That makes me right side up. Oh, it's so confusing. Stella Luna was confused. Mama Bird told me I was upside down. She said I was wrong. Wrong for a bird, maybe. Not for a bat. I know. I'm very excited to hear this book, too. I'm glad you are, too, Angel. More bats gathered around to see the strange young bat who behaved like a bird. Stella Luna told them her story. You ate bugs? Stuttered one. You slept at night? Gasped another. How very strange, they all murmured. Wait, let me look at this child. A bat pushed through the crowd. An owl attacked you? Do you hear the owl in the background? I think the owl is also enjoying the story. Sniffing Stella Luna's fur, she whispered, oh, you are Stella Luna. You are my baby. Oh my gosh. Stella Luna's mama found her. Do you know? Oh, very exciting. You escaped the owl, cried Stella Luna. You survived. Yes, I know just how you feel. Yes, Mother Bat said as she wrapped her wings around Stella Luna. Come with me and I'll show you where to find the most delicious fruit. You like your fruit, don't you? You like your fruit. You like your fruit? Yeah. I'll show you the most delicious fruit. You'll never have to eat another bug as long as you live. Stella Luna's mother found her. Oh, so nice. But it's nighttime, Stella Luna squeaked. We can't fly in the dark or we'll crash into trees. We're bats, said Mother Bat. We can see in darkness. Come with us. Stella Luna was afraid, but she let go of the tree and dropped into the deep blue sky. Stella Luna could see. She used, oh, what is it called? How do bats get around at night? What is that? Are you sure? I forgot the word. Oh my gosh. She felt as though rays of light shone from her eyes. But it wasn't from her eyes. It was from her ears. Echolocation. Echolocation. You were right. You were right all along. Echolocation. She was able to see everything in her path. Oh, I don't think I showed you that one. Echolocation. They don't actually use their eyes, do they? No, they use sound to find their way around at night. Soon the bats found a mango tree, and Stella Luna ate as much fruit as she could hold. You understand that too, don't you? Fruit. Mm-hmm. I'll never eat another bug as long as I live, chirped Stella Luna as she stuffed herself full. I must tell Pip, Flitter, and Flap. Angel, have you ever eaten a bug? Did you like it? You know, you have to be a brave animal to live here at the Headwaters Science Center, trying new things. Do you like bugs? No, she doesn't really like bugs. Stella Luna would agree. The next day, Stella Luna went to visit the birds. Come with me and meet my bat family, said Stella Luna. Okay, let's go, agreed Pip. They hang by their feet and they fly at night and they eat the best food in the world, Stellaluna explained to the birds as they went on their way. As the birds flew among the bats, Flap said, I feel upside down here. So the birds hung by their feet. Wait until dark, Stellaluna said excitedly. We will fly at night. Do you like to fly at night, Angel? Birds have very good eyesight. You have to have very good eyesight to fly around the trees at high speed. Let's see what happens when the birds flew at night with Stellaluna. When night came, Stellaluna flew away. Pip, Flitter, and Flap leapt from the tree to follow her. I can't see a thing, yelled Pip. Oh, neither can I, howled Flitter. Ah, screeched Flap. We're going to crash. They're going to crash, gasped Stellaluna. I must rescue them. Stellaluna swooped about, grabbing her friends in the air. She lifted them to a tree, and the birds grasped a branch. Stellaluna rescued her friends who couldn't see at night like she could. That's what friends are for. Stellaluna hung from the limb above them. We're safe, said Stellaluna. Then she sighed, I wish you could see in the dark too. We wish you could land on your feet, Flitter replied. Pip and Flap nodded. They perched in silence for a long time. How can we be so different and feel so much alike? Mused Flitter. How can we feel so different and be so much alike? Wondered Pip. I think that's quite a mystery, Flap chirped. I agree, Stellaluna said. But we are friends, and that's a fact. Are we friends, Angel? Yeah, I think we're friends. We are friends, and that's a fact. Stellaluna is friends with birds, and I think that humans can be friends with all kinds of different animals as well. Do you have animal friends? Maybe a bird or a cat or a dog. And I don't even like to say they're pets. They are family. They're part of our family. Yeah. Did you like that, Angel? Was that a good book? Well, I have some more bat books. Are you ready for a snack? I know, that was a long book. Come over here. Come on over. This is another bat book. It is called Night Song. So Stellaluna talked a little bit about how bats get around at night. It talked about her being able to see in the dark, but that's not quite how bats get around at night. Bats have very good eyesight. There's lots of myths about bats. Bats are very misunderstood. Bats are blind. Bats are not blind. Bats have very good eyesight. Any animal that flies around quickly through branches has to have pretty good eyesight, and bats have very good eyesight. At night, when things are dark, eyes are not as useful as other ways to get around at night. So this book talks a little bit about how bats can get around and see in the dark. All right, Night Song is the name of this. The sun had set, and the shadows clinging to the wall of the cave began to wake and whisper. Cheero, little wing, the bat mother said to her. Child, tonight you must fly out into the world, and I will wait here for you. This is Cheero. It is time for Cheero to go out flying at night. But the night is dark, Mama. Darker than the moth's dark eyes. Darker than even the water before the dawn, the little bat exclaimed, twitching his ears this way and that. I know, whispered Mama. And when it is that dark outside, I cannot see, Churro admitted, stretching his wings. There are other ways to see, she told him. Other ways to help you make your way in the world. How? Use your good sense, said Mama. What sense is that? Asked Churro. What sense is that? His mother folded him in her wings and whispered in his ears, sense is the song you sing out into the world, and the song the world sings back. I know. That sounds kind of crazy, doesn't it? The world sings back the song that you sang? Let's see how that works. Sing, and the world will answer. That is how you'll see. Now fly from your cave to the pond where we bats like best to eat. Have your breakfast, then fly home. But do not go farther than the pond. Not unless your song is sure. Churro is going to fly out at night to the pond, trying to find some breakfast. I'll see how far Churro gets. And then she let him go. Churro fell into the cold air for an instant, then flapped and turned and flew out past the mouth of the cave into the waiting night. So Churro was able to fly, flying out of the cave. A lot of bats live in caves. In Minnesota, a lot of bats live in trees. Sometimes they live in the eaves of your house, which I kind of like that because we're going to find out what Churro eats. What do you think Churro eats? Fruit? Some bats eat fruit. What do you think? Huh? Stella Luna ate fruit. Do all bats eat fruit? Let's find out what Churro eats. At first, Churro tried to peer his way through the dark. Long arms rose up in front of him, waving slowly, blocking his path. He could not see around them or over them. Churro was frightened. Oh, it's just very dark. Churro was just trying to use his eyes to see at night. How well do your eyes work at night? You can kind of see, but not really very well. It's hard to see at night. It's hard to see in the dark. No eyes work in absolute darkness. You have to have some light in order for your eyes to work. But then he remembered his mother's words. Use your good sense. Churro began to sing. Softly at first. We have a lot of birds that sing here. I can hear Popey. Popey's calling to you. Yeah, Popey misses you. Yeah. I heard the owl before. Churro began to sing. Softly at first, but then more surely. His song flew ahead of him, and soon he could hear something singing back. Tall trees called out to him. Are you trying? Are you trying it? I think that's very brave of you to try what Churro is doing. Oh, I love our animals here at the Science Center. They are so brave. They are so wonderful. I'm very proud of you trying something new. Yeah. Tall trees called out to him, chanted the lengths of their long branches and the girth of their rough trunks. Gleefully, he flew through the woods, past pines, over maples, and away. So Churro's song was going out, and it came back to him, and he could hear what was around him. I know. I think that sounds pretty great. You're going to try it? practice and you could get better at it. Just like anything, you practice and you get better. Yeah, it's true. Flying higher now, Churro saw something sliding through the sky towards him. So out went his song, and where danger once threatened, now Churro saw only a flock of friends flying above him on their evening errands. He didn't know what they were, and he used his song to figure out that they were geese. Yeah. How's it going for you? You just keep trying. As he flew farther, Churro heard strange sounds, lines of noise, 1,000 voices buzzing from one end of the sky to the other. For just a moment, Churro didn't know what to do or which way to go. But he followed his own song. In the sky behind him flowed a river of whispers, fading away. The pond was just ahead. This is a great picture. Do you see the lines? I think these are like waves of sound. Churro is putting out waves of sound and they come back and he can tell what is out there by listening to his own echo. Echolocation. Oh, I just think it's wonderful. It's almost like magic, but we don't need magic because we have science. Yes. When Churro came to the pond, singing still, he was very hungry. All the night creatures were there above the reeds, thousands of tiny, flying, tasty things, each one humming a different tune. For Churro, each of the songs sounded like breakfast. So Churro is at a pond, and above a pond is a lot of flying insects. We here in Minnesota, we know what that's like. What kind of bugs do you think are flying? Perhaps mosquitoes? Do you think it'd be good if Churro ate a few mosquitoes? A few hundred mosquitoes? I think so. Do we love bats? We love bats. They eat mosquitoes and they use sound to be able to see where they're going. Oh, they're just, I tell you, they are an awesome animal. I know, you probably didn't even know what bats could do. And now they're going to be your favorite animal too. Churro ate well that night. When he was full, he stretched his wings again and thought about flying home. But he began to wonder a little what lay beyond the pond. What lay beyond his mother's words? Because his mama said, don't go too far unless your words can guide you. So he's feeling very brave. He's had a big breakfast. He's going to go out. Shall we see what Churro does? Where do you think he's going to go? So Churro flew a bit farther, and the familiar fell away from him. Out, out, to the margins of the world, where he was truly on his own. He's being very brave. Yes, trying something new. You've been very brave trying your echolocation too, Angel. I believe you are incredibly interested in this book. Yeah. He flew fast toward a high dune, each grain of sand calling out in chorus as he passed. Churro flapped up and over the top of the dune and out over the stand, singing louder than he ever sang before. Where's Churro going? Out over the dunes? Out over the ocean? Oh, he's being very brave. How far do you think you could fly, Angel? He said, I just like to fly around the Science Center. Yeah. Where's Churro gonna go? Out went his song, over dark water, then again and again, each wave on the ocean rising up to greet him. each splash of sea foam becoming kin to him. The sky began to change, grow light, and cast long shadows over the shore. With the morning came memory, his mother's voice, her warm wings. Churro knew it was time to go home. Oh, he had adventures. He felt like he was part of the ocean. He could hear and feel the waves. Oh, Churro. Flying higher than he had ever flown, Churro began to sing, listening, listening. Are you listening too, Angel? I believe you are. The music of the land rose up in all of its many textures, each tree, each cliff, each place he'd passed, until finally the song of home added its voice to the others. He recognized where he was. The sounds of home. What are the sounds of home for you? Are the sounds of home maybe a barking dog? Are the sounds of home our NPR? Are the sounds of home somebody clinking and clanking in the kitchen? What are the sounds of home? I think the sounds of home is Popey right now calling to you. The sounds of home here at the Science Center can be owls, and the sounds of home can be people laughing here at the Headwaters Science Center. Everyone has different sounds of home. His cave called out from the blanketing shrubs and pillows of moss at its mouth. And Churro followed that familiar sound back into the sheltering earth. He heard his way home. He heard the shrubs and the moss, and he heard his way home to his cave. I know birds do a lot of talking to each other. Is there sounds of home for you too, Angel? His mother caught him up in her wings and asked, "Was it very dark in the world, little wing? Where did you see?" "Oh, why, Mama," Churro said, laughing, "it was very, very dark. Mama's so glad to see him, so glad to hear him." I saw everything. And when he yawned and turned his head into the warmth of her body, letting the rising sun's quiet song carry him, lull him, sing him to sleep. Oh, do you love bats, Angel? Oh, I know you do. Do you guys love bats? I hope you do, because bats are awesome. We have... Nice. We have a lot of bats that live here in Minnesota. And some are very small. Some weigh as much as a little washer, just like almost as much as a penny, a little bit more than a penny. Have you had enough of that? No, that's my finger. That's my finger. I'll just leave this here for you if you want it. There. Have you had enough food? All right. We have one more short book. Hello, Bumblebee. There's many different kinds of bats. Fruit bats can be very big, and they can have a wingspan of over 6 feet. That is longer than my wingspan. And the very smallest one is called a bumblebee bat, and it weighs less than a penny. And they're tiny. How big do you think a bumblebee bat is? It's the size of a what? Let's see if this book is going to tell us. Hello, little bat. What is your name? My name is Bumblebee Bat. I am small, like a bumblebee. Bumblebee Bat. I even like the way that sounds. Bumblebee bat, how small are you? My body is 1 inch long. I am 6 inches wide when I spread my wings. 6 inches. Maybe about that big? That's a small bat. How big is your wingspan, Angel? Bigger than a bumblebee bat. Yes. Bumblebee bat, what do you look like? My fur is reddish brown. Your feathers are green and yellow, a little blue. My nose looks like a pig's snout. What does your nose look like, Angel? I think it looks like a fearsome beak. My ears are long and pointy. And your ears are... Do you miss your friend? Do you miss your friend? Okay, we're almost done reading. I'll make it quick. My ears are long and pointy, and my eyes are tiny specks. I believe she's calling to her friend because Popey misses you. So you're calling, and it makes Popey feel better. So I think that's very nice of you, Angel. Maybe we'll have to bring Popey up here for the reading next time. All right, Bumblebee bat, why do you fly? When do you fly? I fly before sunrise and just after dark. I don't like the bright sun. Another bat that flies at night. Bumblebee bat, how do you see at night? Oh, we learned about this, didn't we? I make a squeaky sound that bounces back from whatever it hits. I see by hearing. Echolocation. I see by hearing. Squeak, bounce. Elizabeth's doing. Squeak, bounce. That is a tricky thing. Bumblebee bat, what do you eat? I eat small insects like moths and flies. That's what that other bat ate too. Some bats eat fruit. Some bats eat fish. Some bats eat bugs. Bumblebee bat, what do you fear? I'm afraid of humans and birds. Humans sometimes burn the forest near my home, and birds try to eat me. The humans are burning their houses, the bat houses. And birds try to eat me. Would you eat a bat, Angel? I don't think Angel would eat a bat. No, I don't think so. Some birds would. Maybe an owl or a hawk. Bumblebee bat, where do you live? I live in a cave with my brothers and sisters. Some bats live in caves. Some live in trees. I feel bad for the bats that are losing their houses. Bumblebee bat, how do you sleep? Oh, we know about this, don't we? How do bats sleep? Not like Angel standing. I sleep hanging upside down in my cave. I hold on with my sharp claws on my feet. Angel, you're going to know more about bats than just about anybody else. Good night, Bumblebee bat, hanging upside down like Stella Luna. Remember how Stella Luna liked to hang upside down? Even though she tried very hard to fit in with her bird family. I thought that was wonderful. And they could still be friends, Stella Luna and her bird family. Even though they were very different, they were still friends. Oh, and this is bumblebee bats were discovered in Thailand. They are endangered, which means they are very rare. They like to keep the location of the bat's cave secret, and that helps keep the bats safe. They are as light as a dime, and they are very good at flying, and they are the smallest bats in the world. Oh, here we have a picture of the actual size. Where did that go? Of a bumblebee bat. The actual size of a bumblebee bat. Is that bat smaller than you are, Angel? No, it's very small. Smaller than your head. Are you getting tired? Is it time to go back? Go see Popey? All right. Thank you very much for tuning in for reading at the Headwater Science Center, reading with Angel and Keturah. This has been a lot of fun. And hopefully I will be back next Wednesday to find some more books to read. And we'll see if Angel would like to join us or maybe somebody else. All right, come visit us at the Headwater Science Center. Friday and Saturday, we are open from 9:30 till 5:30. Sunday from 1 to 5:30. And Monday from 9:30 till 5:30. Come on and visit. Come say hi to Angel. She loves people. Do you love people, Angel? You let me pet your big head? Yes.